All right, welcome back to Waterworld. I have moved the city forward again by a little bit. And let me show you what I've done, and then I'll turn on the user interface. So first off, I carefully moved the city center right here. And let's turn on the user interface here. And you can see that now they can reach all the way over to here to build, but the jobs run out here. This is all the same district, and I tore up the other district. So the one thing you have to be careful about when you remove the main district is that if you have a secondary district, 4 beavers will move over there, or 2 will move over there. All right, I have set up, but not turned on, the apparatus that will hopefully drain some of the water, but not all the water. See, the water pumps only reach down to a certain level. So once the water gets down to a certain level, we'll have to drop it. Moving the district center means that they could build all the way over here, which is cool. Then I did this great experiment, and I made the open wedge here, and it didn't work. So anyway, we're moving to paper, and I've got this paused. We're also moving to start getting metal out of the ground. This district can do it. You can see, look, they've got some scrap metal already. And I am going to store scrap metal somewhere right here. Yes, you're going to store scrap metal right here, but nobody really works. This is not its own district yet. So I'm about ready to turn this district on. And we've got the distribution center right next door. I'm going to put the little gate right here, and then this district will be on its own. But they're actually getting metal right now. How about that? Our first metal. Okay. And then, right, I got that going on. You notice that I moved the residential area out to here, and we've got the row of, I don't know, what do they call this? The row of well-being and roofing and a little beaver statue here. And I built another big beaver statue here right next to a little beaver statue. And I'm going to build, oh, it's already built. In anticipation for this district, we've got the, what's this called? The labor monument, which gives within 7 tiles. Thank goodness for little warehouses, because this place is a mess. I may end up just taking out the wheels and putting stuff over here so I can have more room. But how about these little warehouses set up for paper and then an extra one for gears? That's huge. I love it. You can just cram them in anywhere. I love them. Anyway, I'm going to unpause the paper plant because they've already delivered 40 logs and 40 planks. Just a few gears and we'll be ready to go. And then let's get the new district started. There's the gate. There we go. And now you're your own district, but you don't have a district center. And you guys should have left and gone home, but you'll be getting some metal for us. And now let's put a new district center. And this is going to be, I don't know, I forgot to look up what to call it. And I'd say it's just, we're already up to District 6, because I moved that other district 3 times? Anyway, the new district name's going to be called the Metalworks, I guess. I don't know. I'll look at the better name. Alright. What is this? Can't obtain goods, build a hauling post. Right, okay. I had this obtain goods so we could get a number of planks in here. So let's just collect the planks. We're going to ship the planks over to you. I have not built this is going to be the shortest route ever. I've got these 2 paused. Let me unpause these because there's nobody in this district yet. That'll be our district peeps, beeves. And then I need a drop-off point, which is under labor, a drop-off point, which is going to be right here. Like I said, shortest route ever. And then there's really not enough room to put anything here. Well, you know. I have to deal with that at some point. I'll put in a row of the little warehouses. Like all across here. As a matter of fact, I'll in prep, I'll put a little path. We'll put a little path here. Nope, we could put 2 more little storage areas there. All right, and then I don't know if I want to build more housing or not. But anyway, this is going to hold 4 beeves. You have your own pump, which I'm going to Ooh, whose pump is that? Okay, I need to put a little thing there. That's not your pump. Right, this needs to be your pump. This is Main Jam's potato house, so that they can easily come over here and pick up potatoes and then move them over there. So one more little district thingamabob here. Rotate. There we go. And then you're in the wrong place. You're just a path. Okay, and you were able to build all the way over here. How about that? Alright. Let's do some migration. 4. Migrate population 2 here, right? The metalworks. I want... Oh look, there's an arrow thing going. Nice, it tells me. I want, how many? I don't want a minimum. Main jam to metalworks. Manual migration. This is what I want. We're going to bring 10 over. Boom. 10. Boom. Okay. We're going to unpause this and set you to high priority. Workplace priority is the highest. Cool. And then everybody else should just fall in place. You guys will fill out no available workers in district. You should get there. I think you got to be higher than normal too. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where did everybody else go? Oh, these. Sorry. These have to be paused. We're not ready to pump these yet. And then I don't want... You can see what I'm going to do here. When these get pumped, they're going to fill up this. I was going to dump water here. These have to be paused. Good grief. Okay. And then these, I don't want you to fill this up. I don't want you to fill these up yet, so I'm not specifying goods. I mean, I could turn it off, but I think I'll just leave it as question marks. It's going to be a symbol regardless. All right. And check it out. New scrap metal. See? The little like bars of metal. How about that they're collecting? Very cool. And there's no hauling post over here. I'll work on this district, but right now you have food. And right, we want to just turn this on to accept goods. And then in this in this distribution post, which I'll prioritize by our haulers, let's add a new route right to here. And we're going to send, I guess we're going to need wood. We're going to send logs over. And we're going to send planks over, right? Planks, plankety plank, planks. And we're going to send food over. And a new route. We're going to send potatoes. Grilled potatoes. That's going to be under G. It's alphabetical. You're a genius. Grilled potatoes. Okay. And I have storage for... That's a house. I have storage for grilled potatoes, which should be enough. You're going to pump your own water, which may or may not be enough. But if it's not enough, you know what? I'll just turn on a pump. And that'll be enough. Okay. And these guys won't steal water from you anymore. Now we're collecting metal. And the paper plant's up. How much paper? Do we have any paper yet? We have our first 12 paper. Okay. So we're going to unlock the big old large windmill. Alright. And this sucker actually isn't that much bigger. It can go in the place of these little dudes. And the large windmill can do up to 400 horsepower. I think we give up on the wheels, man. Now, my expectation is that as you guys slowly build out here, and say hello to Speed at least 2, as you guys slowly build out here, you're going to interrupt the water flow eventually, and we might get some more flow through here. But I don't know that we'll ever get the flow that we had before. So, I think these wheels go. You're gone. You're gone. All right, and then we just put these guys up in your place here, and this is where some windmills can go. After I put in some more warehouses and such, and then we need batteries. Now remind me, power, batteries. That's what needs the metal, but it only needs 10 metal. I'm gonna go ahead and unlock the battery. Oh, they're so tiny. Unlock the battery so we can see what's coming in the future. I need a metalworks. Where in the heck am I going to put metalworks? I guess we build over here. I like my little structure here. I'm not going to totally give up. Because, okay, your power is magically transferred through these wheels over to here and then back to the windmills. So I can't tear this stuff up. The same with this. This is like the super secret power connection dealio. No good selected. 5. Beaver is injured. Crimea River. Alright. Where should I build? We're just going to have to go out. Yeah, we're just going to have to go out this way. That totally won't use up all our planks. Good grief. Good grief. I don't even want to think about how many we need. But anyway, that gives us some working space. It gives us access to power over here. Because I left some divots, so we can go up and deliver the power, which I think is cool. And look, something magical happened and the wheels are turning again. See this? See this? And the reason that they're turning is if you go over here, these guys are probably building and they've disturbed the force. There's been a movement in the force. What's our total output power? Currently 64. Because there's no wind. Because there's never any wind. We have 40 pieces of paper, 13 gears, 603 planks, and already 51 scrap wood. Where do I want to build, and how am I going to get power over to it? What I'm thinking of is that I need to build the metal things. We need to build a smelter. And the smelter requires 200 horsepower. 30 scrap, 20 gears. Yeah, okay, let's unlock it. Right? And here's Mr. Smelter. And Mr. Smelter can't go there because of the windmills. I wanted to put the bigger windmills here. If we put Smelter here, it's about... This is the only 2 places we can put it. It's unfortunate. So if we put it here... And then we can hook up the power by actually clicking on power. That would be the first thing. And then the power hookup can be here. Or it can be here. Let's put it here. I can see another little warehouse going there. Oh, the windmills moved. Okay. So what's our total power now? 665 out of 350 demand. So we need more power. So now... the question becomes, can I fit a big windmill in here? And the big windmill reminds me, the large windmill needs gears and paper. So let's do this. Let's tear you up. Kaboom, you're gone. I want to put in large and in charge. Large and in charge can go here, no problem. Check it out. It's bigger, but it potentially gives us more power. Good. So since I broke this whole chain, let's tear this guy up too. And we're getting stuff back. And let's put another large windmill right here. Okay. And this moves us to our large windmills, which means if the wind blows, we get some power. But the key is, as soon as we get the metal, then we start making the batteries, which only need 10 metal. We're going to need some more gears. And you know I always have a problem overproducing gears. So... this is a job for another teeny tiny 30 gear warehouse. Or, yeah, small warehouse for just 30 gears. And where will you go? Good question. How about right here? Nah, the path might go there. The path will definitely go there. What do we have here? We have 12 of 30 gears. We have 20 logs. We have planks and planks. You're gone. Actually, you're right across the way. You're gone, and you're going to be replaced with a little small warehouse that's going to hold gears. Gear, 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 gear. Okay. Go ahead and high prioritize you. And how are you doing? You're doing all right. We have 459 planks here. 1.6k of grilled potatoes, 212 carrots, 187 berries. Oh, where did we get all the berries, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. I got rid of all the berries over here. I extended this path over, and then I planted more trees. I even scooted this back a little bit so you could get to more trees over there, because I predict we are going to need a lot of wood. And then, of course, right, this is the only... this ground thing's still here. It can stay. I expanded the carrots a bit. I expanded the potatoes a bit. And really, these pumps and these things here are still partially on land, but that's about the only land. And then, over here, I have this area. What, pray tell, am I going to do with this area? Well, you know, I could drain it. This could be the first area to drain, and we could plant crops on it. All right, so for storage, small pile. If I want to store, we need to bring scrap over. Scrap's going to go right here. Yeah, power connection is blocked. That's okay. It's okay. We're not going to need this power connection. I'm going to put a bunch of these like this, because we can put a road right next to this thing. Right? Here's your little path. I know the power's blocked, but we don't care. And then some of these are going to store actual scrap metal. Like this will store scrap, and this will store scrap. And then these, oh, the day when we have enough metal to actually store 20 metal blocks. Beautiful. What is this? Piles of dirt? Dirt. I was right. It is piles of dirt. How odd. Well, that's for the bots. All right. Hey, these two wheels are still spinning. That's amazing. We got to get these windmills going. More props to the storage, again, because I can control output. We're full of paper. So I'm going to make some more paper, and then I'm going to stop. So you get to make 30 more paper. All right, first big windmills then. What do we got going on now? 541 of 350 demanded. So this little dude is producing 162, and the big dude is producing 324 with the paper. You know, it's more. It's more. Once you get built, we will replace you next. Because as soon as oh, you're not connected. That's why. This isn't counting yet because it's not connected. This has to be finished. Now it's connected. Okay, now we're rocking $13.99 out of 350 used. Excellent. Okay. So now I want to replace these two with the big windmills, which hopefully I can. Big, large windmill. Your power connection's blocked, but it's okay. It's blocked in two directions, but you're okay. All right, stuff has been built. So here we go. We've got 4 in here. This we've had some baby baby beavers born here, and I don't have a little recreation facility. I added tooth grinder and medical tent and a couple of shrines. I don't have the little recreational facility for you yet, the campfire thing. But anyway, let's add a new route over to here. It's going to be metal scraps and not metal blocks. Uh-oh, what's it called? Scrap metal. S. Scrap metal. Okay. And then let's add another one. Add a new route over to here. Scrap metal. How many routes are we going to need? Let's do 3 scrap metal routes. Add a new route over to here. One more. 3 of them. Scrap metal. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do over here. We got 1 water pump that's going to be built. It's going to help pump the water out. That should pump the water out down to the path level, and then I'm going to have it drained the rest of the way. But I think that's going to be low enough to farm. And then these dudes are going to pour water in when we need it to keep it up to the right level, and I should be able to have a mini spatterduck farm here. That's the plan anyway. Yeah, and right now the water is where? I can't really see the water level, but it's certainly not down here. Is the water level already that low? Oh, the water level is draining on its own because it's evaporating. Well. Well, I didn't even consider that. Alright, well that's a lot easier to build. A lot less wood. A better straight path down and over here. I don't want to lose any land, right, to the spatterdock. So you're going to dump over in this hole here. But we're going to have to get that built a little quicker than I thought. However, if we look at this, we still have a nice line all the way to here. So this is going to be plenty enough room, space, whatever, to get over here. Where am I going to put the farm? We're not using these anymore. This was logs and this was planks. I think I'm going to take out both of these because they're not being used. And the farm is going to go here. And how are you going to get down to the... right. So down here, this is a deep pit. But you will be able to walk down to the spatter dock. Right there. Beautiful. And the farms can go up here somehow, and it'll be great. So let's get this high prioritized, and I can get another food in here. How am I going to reach all the way down there? Got it. It's important you reach all the way to the bottom when you try to highlight stuff to build. So right click on the ground and then go over here, and then click on the ground over here and go over here. I think we got it all. Okay, yeah, get that built so we can get our farm going. I could go out further this way too at some point. But that'll get us our first spatter dock. That'll be nice. Did I mention that I moved the science off the ground too and put the science over here? We have 8,300 science, so it's kind of ridiculous. We're going to need some water over here. I just realized that. And it goes in storage. We're going to need a medium tank. And how am I going to do the farms? We'll put the medium... already built over the land here. Wasted space. Well, that's okay. Let me put the farms in first, so I know where the farms are going to go. We have to unlock the aquatic farmhouse for some pittance, and then you can go along here. You can also go here. One of them can go here. I usually have 2 farms, and they normally they have plenty of work. They don't have enough work to do. That's where I'm going with this. Let's put a farm there. We could potentially put another farm here, but then we couldn't fit the water tank in. Same with this. Alright, you know what? I don't want to waste any space. That's a shame. Well, we can go the other direction. We need the water tank, so I'm going to put a water tank in. It's not underwater anymore. It's under storage. Put a water tank right here, because you guys need the water tank. Well, should I put the water tank down here? This should be close enough. One big water tank coming up. You're going to store water. 1,062 on a windy day. And check it out. We're full of... wow, that stack's pretty high. This is full of 20 scrap metal, and this is collecting scrap metal. Nice. So we'll be good to go. Good to go. And then you'll put your metal blocks here when this gets finished. And you just need 50... Are we out of planks again? Oops. We need more planks. Hey! The pumper dumpers are up. Zulrahas is pumping water. Look how low the water got. We are ready. And you're working on this. You're working on the steps. And then... This is awesome. And then we'll get the farmhouse in. Let me high prioritize the farmhouse as well. The workplace is going to be a little high prioritized. You're going to work on spatter dock, and we're going to have to do grilled spatter dock too. The construction priority is high. Where am I going to put a spatter dock grill? Oh, well, we have this space right here. These are extra, but we have a space right here for grilled spatter dock. No, that's good. And then we just have to store it somewhere. Food, grill. Right, spatter dock. Right there. You are going to do grilled spatter dock, and your workplace is going to be above normal, and your construction site is high, so we'll be ready. Where are we going to store that? Might as well put you as high too, because we're doing the massive build over here still. Look at this. Where are we going to store the spatter dock? Well, I left this area here. I want to do chestnuts as well. I have a lot of stuff I want to do. This area is awkward because of the land here. So if I want to put... By the way, I unlocked the large warehouse. And I have no idea what I'm going to do with the large warehouse. I unlocked it thinking that I needed to store something that didn't go here. I forget what it was. But anyway, that's the big warehouse. We could potentially store potatoes here, but it doesn't... I don't know. I don't want to commit that much storage to just one product, if you know what I mean. Spatter dock, right along the main road. We're going to store some grilled spatter dock right here. I'm not going to store any spatterdock at first. I don't think. There's no grills over here. And then over here, we're going to store some more grilled potatoes, because I think we can store a lot more. And then this one, I'm going to wait. I know, I'm waiting. And then what? Everything's going really slow, but you're going to do spatterdock, and where are you going to store it? Yeah. Yeah, well, you know what? We're not using this back here, and this is taking up valuable planting space. At least you three are. I know it doesn't seem like much, but... And then once you can get down there, I need this cleaned up. Pronto. Everything's high priority. And then where can I store the spatterdock? I mean, obviously storage needs to go over here. Yeah, no, I'll have you build more stuff here. I know you are already building. But this is where our storage is going to go. Off the growing ground. One wonders why we're perpetually out of planks. Hey, it's spatterdock planting time. They have nothing to do. That will soon change. We're down to 230 logs. Good grief. So, remind me, district distribution limits for logs in our district. I said it on the wrong one, like an idiot. I don't want to ship logs out of here if we have less than, I'd say 500. Let's say 400. All right, our metal worker's up, but he doesn't have any power because we had a beaver getting trapped issue, and I think we're going to have it again, but I'm going to try to build power without the beavers getting trapped. Look, right here. Don't go over here and build it. Build it right here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to nuke this so you can't get over there. Good. There we go, power. Okay. We're making metal blocks. What do we got? The supply is 1182 and the demand is 550. Hey, when the wind blows, we can make metal. And then batteries. Batteries. And this is the deepest part right here. My thinking is that we put batteries here and let them fall into the water. Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost to batteries already. Check out the metal bars. Here's the scrap metal. There's the metal bars. Check that out. That's pretty cool. We're doing a good job. 18 to 20 blocks already. I'm going to do batteries soon. So I can't resist the urge to experiment. I've already killed this because I've started to build this. But the question is, if I build this, and it's going to be fighting because they're building on the other side too. But once this is done, when the other side builds, we know we can get flow around this edge. Can we magically get flow around this edge? That's going to be the question. And these guys are all thirsty. And I'm building another pump here because this doesn't have any water in it. I could prioritize by haulers, but I think I've prioritized a lot by haulers. Oh wow, we're really low on water. Wow. How did that happen? Easy. Apparently you added more beeves and now we're really low on water. 388 nationwide, but only 50 in the village. Alright, well, let's panic build some more water. I like a lot of the water to be gotten from over here. Alright, this warehouse over here is up. I gotta work on this area, but your whole purpose in life is to store raw spatterdock, wherever that is. Oh, right here. Spatterdock. No wind. Oh, the wind's starting up. Finally. So even with that little wind, that puts us just right at our power needs. How about that? Of course, I got the wheelios too. Can I fit another wheelio in somewhere? We certainly can. We have 2 unemployed where we're even here, which means we have 2 unemployed over here. Yeah, I don't know. I could do automatic migration back, but no, death waves. Okay. How's the scrap metal? And the scrap metal's all gone. Nice. You only have 1 water. Ooh, your water tank's getting low. Well, we have 2 unemployed. So by all means, pump. There we go. And we'll actually set these pumps to, we'll set this pump to low and this one to regular. And this is your pump. You're high, you have to pump. And you're above normal. I want you to pump too. And then these two can pump if we got the people. The beeves. If we got the beeves. We're kind of going through that metal faster than I thought we would. But nationwide we have 284 scrap. So you can kind of see we're moving through the game pretty fast here. But that's because I'm doing editing. It's slow. It's slow. And I really need to speed the beavers up as much as possible. Somebody in the comments suggested doing wheat. The problem is, look at all the trees. The problem is, where am I going to put the wheat, and what is it going to replace? If I replace the carrots with the wheat, if we look at one of the beeves, freeze. Thank you. If we look at one of the beeves, oh, these aren't, you can't move these yet. So the carrots give them +1. The bread is +2, but then if we subtract the carrots from it, it's just +1 because you lose from the carrots. So I want to have a bunch. Sunflower seeds +1. Chestnuts. I feel like we can get both wood and chestnuts from chestnut trees, and that's a +2. And grilled spatterdock's going to be a +2. I think chestnuts is the key. I think that's the answer to all of our problems. Maybe not all of them, but if I undesignate this as a planting area, can I redesignate this as a planting area for chestnuts? I can't. So what I have to do is I have to cancel this planting area. These trees will grow up. And then once they grow up, they won't be replanted. Then can I redesignate it as a chestnut tree planting area? I cannot. Spatterdock's coming in. We have ourselves 42 grilled spatterdock. Where are we going to store it? Did I store it over here somewhere? Let's turn on the... Did I store spatterdock over here? I stored grilled potatoes. Yes, I stored spatterdock right here. Maybe this should be spatterdock as well. Maybe the chestnuts are going to be around the corner. Yeah, I'm going to bring the spatterdock because we're not going to have grilled chestnuts for a while. I'm going to bring grilled spatterdock over here. Good. It's really inefficient because you're cooking it over here and then you have to bring it over here. But that's what it is for now. Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense, right? And then you do have to walk down here to get the ungrilled spatterdock, but yeah, it's the way it is. I don't want to build right here because the wheels. But if the wheels are dead, I haven't given up totally on the wheels yet, I should. But if the wheels are dead, they're dead. Okay. How close are we to batteries? I think we're ready for batteries, man. Who's the idiot that put in a three-way here? Seriously. Alright. You're gone. This has to be 4. Yeah, somebody can reach that. Look, we're completely stopped. There's no wind or anything. So just get this built, please. Can somebody build this? And then here's the batteries. They got a long drop through the water. Let's see how that works. I'm pretty excited. Anyway, we need power back up. And then how are you going to get... I've got an idea. This goes away, right? And then this goes away. Ooh, battery's up. Soon. So soon. So very soon. You go up into here, right? And then 2 of you go down to here. They can get under here to build this. Yes, this is all buildable. All right, you got the extra battery and couldn't help but notice. There you go. There they are. Okay. The batteries are hooked up. Cool. Now, the wind won't stop. See, that's the way it works. We've got 1150 out of 550. We got plenty of power. Batteries are all wound up. And now all we need to do is for the wind to stop and see if we can actually lose. Oh, you know what? No, we haven't filled up with metal yet. But the thing is, so we don't fill up, large pile. Let's put a large pile of metal right back here. All right, and make sure we have a path to it, of course, because the beeves will get lost. And it's gonna block there. That's okay. I always put a 4-way in just because. And then you're gonna store metal blocks. Good. All right, we are back up to a good amount of water now. We have 507 water. The 2 pumps are up, and this pump is up. And you're still not... Let's prioritize this by haulers so that this area doesn't dry out. I want this water full, please. And then speaking of haulers, how many do we have on the hauling post? We had a little bit of a death wave. But the hauling post doesn't empty out. Now what about the distribution center? Distribution center I actually have above. Yeah. Okay, good. No, that's good. Oh look, the wind stopped. The wind has stopped. This is what I was waiting for. User interface off. I was waiting for, you know, how much is... So this will supply us the amount of power that... And the wind starts blowing and the batteries come up. Well, hey, there we go. We have a consistent, I think, especially when the 3rd battery gets in, we have a consistent supply of power now. Which means the bots are most certainly next. Alright, I wanted to do one final experiment here. You'll notice that the city has been undone. This is just a little experimental map. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to know how this map works or how you can get water power, don't watch this part. The building's over for this episode, and when we come back, we'll start to do the bots in Waterworld. If you're curious, here we go. So I've got 2 channels. These go all the way down. They're about this long, and I've got a wheel at the end of each of these. And of course, we don't have anything spinning. Nothing spinning. All right, same thing, except I've started to block off the top. And I have gone all the way over to here. And I have gone all the way over to here. And you can see the wheel sometimes occasionally turned, but it's not consistent. And it seems to be a result of me building. And it'll slowly settle down. All right, now this is something I said I'd never do, and that's I'm going to cheese it. I'm going all the way to the edge of the map on this one, so the water cannot get through over here. And you can see this wheel has started to turn, and this wheel has started to turn, but we're open over here. But then if you look back, or you just wait a little bit, you'll notice that these wheels start to slow down, but we are getting some movement. And now this one's stopped. And then if we watch this wheel over here, the power output is slowly dropping. And I've sat with this save before, and it'll drop to 0. But look at this. The water is moving now in this direction. I didn't give Timberborn enough credit, I don't think, because of course the water's moving in this direction. Why? Because all the water's coming into here, and again, this view, when I zoom out and it looks like the water's moving this way, that's just decoration. This is just decoration from this far out. That doesn't signify which way the water's moving. You got to zoom in and see which way the water's moving. But anyway, yeah, the water can't get over here. It can only go through here. So of course, a low point's going to develop over here. And of course, the water is going to flow this way. You can see both wheels are stopped now. All right, so what if I'd have to cheese it, but of course, what if we block off both sides? And this is where I can show what I think Skystorm discovered with how fast you can get water to flow in a channel. All right, this is fully blocked, so you know we're going to overflow. But if you look at this wheel, we're getting an almost impossible 900 going above 1,000 here. And on this wheel, we're getting 1,400, all right? And the water should be overflowing. You can see it's starting to overflow the island a little bit, but what you might notice, let me wait till daytime here. On this side, the wheel floods itself, but look at the flow. If that's not a whoosh, I don't know what is, but we're flooding. On this side, we've got some sort of disturbance in the space-time continuum here. But look at the speed, and the animation on this wheel has just given up, and we're pulling 2,400 plus. All right, so can I reach an equilibrium where I have so many holes? Because I mean, really, we know at this point There's a number of inlets over here, and this is a full exit. But what we need to do is get it to the point where both of these channels can handle the flow. And here it is, just through trial and error, I've got enough holes in the levee to get a nice flow on both of these. You can see how fast the water's flowing through here. And remember, this goes down all the way, right? It just has these planks. And look how fast this wheel's flowing. 1,270 from one wheel. It varies. And then this sucker, I think, is always higher. 2,449, okay? So, you know, if you want to cheese the map, that's how you do it. And you can have a lot of power. Now, can we still get this much power by putting a bunch of wheels in? Well, let's check that out. If you hit Alt, Shift, and Z, you can go into development mode. Then when you build, if you hold down on the control key, it builds instantly, so you don't need the beavers to do it, which is nice for experimentation. All those wheels are up. And let's do the same thing over here. Holding down on the control key to build. And all these wheels are up. And there you go. Each one of these wheels is putting out over 1,000 horsepower. And there you go. You want all the power you can get. That's how to get all the power you can get. Each one of these is over 2,000. They're all equal, right? Yeah, they're all equal on this side. And there you go, water flow. There is no easy way to tame this without cheesing the map. And that's just the way it works. But we're not playing that cheese. We're playing with mostly wind power. And look, the windmill stopped again. And the batteries are dropping. How far can I get them to drop? Speed 3, come on. Come on, I'm rooting for no wind. No wind. No wind. You know what's going to happen. We're going to have wind. So really, is it true? All I needed was 2. Well, I'm not using a lot of power yet. We need to make more planks. Somehow I need more trees. Bots. More dirt, more land I can plant on, especially trees. Ooh, look at it drop. And, but it's the end of the day and I'm not using the power. And overnight the wind starts blowing and the batteries recoil. Anyway, the wind is blowing, the batteries have recoiled. And here in Waterworld, where we're going to be wind power, that's going to be it for this time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you later. Ooh. Batteries are going down.